Hello. Today's message is God will turn it around, coming from Genesis chapter 50, verses 15 through 21. And it reads, When Joseph's brothers saw that their father was dead, they said, What if Joseph holds a grudge against us and pays us back for all the wrongs we did to him? So they sent word to Joseph saying, Your father left these instructions before he died. This is what you are to say to Joseph. I ask you to forgive your brothers the sins and the wrongs they committed in treating you so badly. Now please forgive the sins of the servants of the God of your father. When their message came to him, Joseph wept. His brothers then came and threw themselves down before him. We are your slaves, they said. But Joseph said to them, Don't be afraid. Am I in the place of God? You intended to harm me, but God intended it for good, to accomplish what is now being done, the saving of many lives. So then, don't be afraid. I will provide for you and your children. And he reassured them and spoke kindly to them. Joseph was one of the 12 sons of Jacob. He was the favorite son, which made his brothers jealous. Joseph shared his dreams of ruling over them, and their jealousy turned to hatred. The brothers plotted to kill Joseph, but instead they sold him to the Midianite traders, who took him to Egypt. They lied to their father Jacob, saying Joseph had been killed by a wild animal. Joseph endured many trials in Egypt. He was sold as a slave to Potiphar and later falsely accused and imprisoned. In prison, he interpreted dreams that led to his audience with Pharaoh. Pharaoh promoted Joseph to second in command over all of Egypt for his wise interpretations that helped Egypt prepare for the famine. Joseph reunites with his brothers. During the famine, Joseph's brothers came to Egypt seeking food. They didn't recognize him at first, but Joseph recognized them. Joseph tested them to see if they had changed. Eventually, he revealed his identity and forgave them. Joseph said, God sent me ahead of you to preserve life. Jacob and his entire family moved to Egypt, and Joseph provided for them. Life often brings moments when we're wronged by others, when we've been betrayed, misunderstood, or mistreated. In Genesis chapter 50, Joseph stands face to face with his brothers, the same brothers who had plotted to kill him, the very brothers who later sold him into slavery. This passage is more than an historical encounter. It's a reminder that it doesn't matter what others do to us, or how messed up a situation or circumstance may seem. God has the ability to turn your circumstances around. What his brothers meant for bad, God used for his good. Fear of retribution. Joseph had already assured his brothers that he held no hatred, but they didn't believe that anyone could forgive what they did to him. It was impossible in their mind to have that much mercy and grace. They suspected that it was only because of Jacob's presence, their father, that kept the peace. And now that he had died, Joseph would take revenge. To protect themselves, they sent word to Joseph that his father Jacob had left him a message in a letter. They thought, what if Joseph holds a grudge against us and wants revenge for all the wrongs we did to him? An attempt at reconciliation. They told Joseph, Before he died, your father gave these instructions. The brothers tried to appeal to his sense of duty to their father. This reveals their anxiety and the weight of past sins. Even after years of being forgiven, fear and guilt can still haunt us, especially when a stabilizing figure like a parent has passed. The letter's instruction. His father asked Joseph to forgive his brothers for treating him so badly. He asked him to forgive the sins and the wrongs they committed. Now please forgive the sins of the servants of the God of your father. When their message came to him, Joseph wept. Joseph's tears revealed the pain of forgiveness in family relationships. It's possible that Joseph's brothers lied about the message from their father. There is no record in Genesis of Jacob ever giving these instructions. Jacob's final words focused on blessings and prophecies for his sons, and not a command for Joseph to forgive them. So whether it was a lie or not, Joseph chose grace over judgment, submission and servanthood. His brothers then came and threw themselves down before him. We are your slaves, they said. The brothers fully acknowledged Joseph's authority over them. We see the prophecy of them falling down before him come true. Grace over vengeance. But Joseph said to them, don't be afraid. Joseph chooses not to take God's role. He recognizes that vengeance belongs to the Lord. Joseph refuses to seek revenge or judgment. He demonstrates incredible spiritual maturity. God will turn it around. You intended to harm me, Joseph said, but God intended it for my good. He helped me to save many lives through how you mistreated me. This verse is at the heart of the passage. God will turn your situation around. He can take even evil intentions and turn them into something good. Other words, God can take your mess and make somebody else blessed. God brought good to Joseph from these bad situations. He saved him from his brother's evil deeds. He was saved from Potiphar's wife's false accusations. He endured the cupbearer's neglect, and he helped Egypt survive 7 years of famine. These experiences in Joseph's life taught him this lesson, that God brings good from evil for those who trust him. Question: do you trust God enough to wait patiently for him? Do you trust him to bring good out of a bad situation? Sometimes God allows us to go through difficult times. Occasionally, we suffer from the wicked actions of others. Even in unfair trials, we can trust God will bring good from them. This reminds us of what happened on the cross at Calvary, one of the greatest sins ever committed by humanity. They crucified Christ, the Son of God, on the cross, but it resulted in the greatest blessing of eternal life for all believers. It's the best example of God turning our bad into his good, turning wrongs into mercy. So Joseph said, don't be afraid. I will provide for you and your children. And he reassured them and spoke kindly to them. He chooses to care for those who wronged him. This verse highlights the depth of true forgiveness. Real forgiveness doesn't just release someone from guilt, but it includes actions of grace and mercy on their behalf. It reflects a picture of godly character. Joseph's forgiveness was complete. He demonstrates God's grace and mercy even when we don't deserve it. God forgives us even when we ignore and reject him. So we should graciously forgive others. Genesis chapter 50, verses 15 through 21 powerfully illustrates the theme that God will turn it around. Joseph forgives his brothers after years of betrayal, slavery, and prison. He recognizes that what they meant for evil, God used for good. In life, we all face injustice, rejection, and hardship that seems unfair. But God can restore even the worst of us for his purpose and our growth. Like Joseph, we're called to trust God's bigger plan and forgive those who wrong us. Whatever you're going through, remember, God will turn it around. Remember, we were on our way to hell, but God turned it around by giving his one and only Son who died on the cross at Calvary for the sins of this world. God bless you and God keep you until next week. Goodbye.